What's going on, you all? Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how sports have changed my life in the positive ways and in the negative ways. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Hope you all enjoy. So, how sports have changed my life. Let's go with the negative first, right? The cons of me personally, in the sense of some of the things I don't like because I played sports, and a couple habits I brought upon myself, right? For example, I'm hyper competitive, right? Now, many people would say, well, that's a good thing, right? It's also a bad thing, and here's why I say that, right? Being hyper competitive means you can't manage in a proper way if you lose, right? So whenever I lose anything, I'm really upset about it, right? I'm really stressed out about it. I'm really mad, right? Like, that's the big thing with me. Hyper competitive is one of the cons of being involved in sports at a very young age. Now, not everybody gets that trait, you know what I mean? But it's a certain mindset to have when you play sports, because you don't want to lose. And when you lose, you take it the hardest out of everybody because of that trait that you have, right? Hyper competitive. What other negative? That's probably the biggest one in my opinion. Like, me personally, hyper competitive is a problem. It could definitely be a problem in the future in the sense of relationships and stuff like that, right? Because you don't want to let anybody win. You can just ask my brothers about that, and obviously they they can tell their truth about me being hyper competitive when I play against them, you know what I mean? Knowing that they're younger, and understanding that I know they're just kids, but I don't want to lose to a kid, you know what I mean? Like, that's that mindset that is very hard to break, but I'm learning, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've been out of, like, true sports for the past 5 or 6 years, you know what I mean? So that is something that when I was in it, it was worse, you know what I mean, for sure. And I'm slowly dialing it back and realizing it's not all about winning all the time, you know what I mean? Sometimes some things have to happen so that you can accept them for what they are, instead of trying to always get one up on somebody, right? Let's go with the positive, because that's the only negative that I seem like I have, in my personal opinion, right? In the sense of that trait. Positives. There's a lot more positives than negatives in playing sports, at least for me and my upbringing and everything like that, involved in so many sports. I played baseball for a couple months. I played soccer, played basketball, played football, ran track and field, like any sport, you know what I mean? Any sport that I've played, I've always been super competitive about it. But the positives are these, okay? With the positives of playing sports, you get to make friends. You get to make companionship and partnership, even in the sense of, right, your future partner, your future relationship. If they like sports and you like sports, it kind of is a connecting point, you know? It's really important to understand that not everybody has that same passion of sports and flow and everything like that that you may have, right? So my main thing is learning that from playing sports, I got a lot more relationships that I otherwise would not have if I didn't put myself out there, and I didn't put myself in a position to be a part of a team, part of a group. That also pertains to real world, right? Life skills, job opportunities, management, stuff like that. I'm glad I was a part of a team, because I see what a team looks like compared to what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? Whether it's your job at work, whether you're a manager or not a manager, you know what I mean? From playing sports, it helped me see things clear from the team perspective, from the group projects and stuff like that. That really helped me understand. I'm glad I was a part of a team multiple times over, multiple years over, and understanding that. Let me think, man. Let me think. Another pro I would say is the fact that it gives you something to do, right? It absolutely gave me something to do. It kept me out of the riffraff of high school and middle school where everyone's going to parties and stuff like that. I was blessed that I was able to play sports like almost year round. I ran track and field in the spring, played soccer in the fall, played basketball in the winter. So pretty much year round playing sports, it really helped me understand and stay out of trouble in that aspect as well. And that is also something that, you know, you can become a fan of sports by playing the sport that you love, right? But you can also understand that not everybody has to have played the sport to be a fan, you know? And that's like the big thing is a lot of people think, well, I didn't play that sport. I may not have a lot of knowledge about it, but I still love the sport. That's fine, you know what I mean? That's up to you. If you want to be that person, so be it. But being knowledgeable of the game is pretty much irrelevant in my opinion. If you enjoyed sports, then so be it, you know. There ain't nothing wrong with not knowing what player signed for this team in 1972. Who cares? You know what I mean? So yeah, it also helps you a pro, right? Especially if you like sports in real life, right? Watching sports, it keeps you knowledgeable about the game and understand what the players have to go through to put their body through to be able to perform on the field. Like for me personally, it started with the training camps in the summertime, right? It started in July, ended in about September or August before school started. Training camps every single day, right? During the week, grind, just keep on going, So that is something that helped me learn how to grind, right? It helped me learn how to be better at working towards a goal and fulfilling that goal, right? Because once you go through the pain physically, the next part that you have to figure out is the pain mentally, right? How am I going to manage the situation? I know my body's tired. I know I'm exhausted, but I got to keep going because I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? So that's that right there. But then the last one, the big one, it gives you a greater work ethic. Sports gave me a strong work ethic because I knew what it took to be the best in the sense of physically, right? I wanted to be the player when I played soccer who was the best conditioned, the most well-conditioned player on the field. And a lot of the time that was the case because I put my body physically through what I had to put it through so that I could, you know, make sure I was literally the last one standing, right? Never asking for a sub or anything like that. No, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. I just constantly played and played and played, and I learned that that work ethic has translated to my work life, right? My work life is much better because I was able to understand what it took to be a soccer player, be a basketball player, make the varsity team, right? It gave me an aspect of understanding how people are able to work 7 days a week, right? From 2019 till 2021, I worked 7 days a week, every single week. Every single week. And that's a testament to not only physically, right? Because you may be tired and not want to go to work one day, but mentally as well. It made my mind stronger because it all started back when we had to put our body through, you know, training camp, right? Strength and conditioning, all that, you know. So this is just me talking about life at this point, you know what I mean? I hope you all enjoy these videos. Obviously, if you do, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, guys, like, this is just things I've learned over the course of my life. You know, at this point, 22 years old, going on 23, sitting here at a soccer field basically, chilling, right? Having a good time, enjoying the peace and quiet, enjoying the different sort of place where I'm recording, you know? Loving it, I'm loving it. It's so beautiful out here. It's so beautiful out here. So I thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, let me know. What sport do you currently play right now? And do you find that it's helping you become a better person? I mean, if that's the case, so be it, and keep doing it, you know what I mean? For me, it really did make me a more competitive person and made me someone who learned from the grind, right? And now I'm able to do what I'm able to do now because of that experience. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all later.